Welcome at Sramana Yoga with Daniela, and thank you for allowing me to lead you through your practice today. Our theme for this class is Moon Salute, Chandra Namaskar. We will be starting in child's position. If child doesn't work for you, especially in the beginning of the practice, it bothers your knees, you can come into any comfortable seat. If you're doing child, you open the knees about net width apart, big toes together, or if that bothers your ankle joints, you can also have your toes point straight back. Just see what feels right. Everything I lead you through is meant as a suggestion, and you choose what's best for your body, for your needs today. Then walk your hands away from you. And again, different options here. I can stack my fist, forehead onto the upper fist, or I can bring my forehead all the way down to the earth. Just keep the elbows bent, let the forearms relax onto the earth. And then take a moment to settle in to child Garbhasan. Bowing the head below the heart. Right from the start, surrendering completely. Setting an intention for the day, for today's practice. Why did you show up here today? What do you need out of your practice? The first thing what comes into your mind. Don't overcomplicate it. Then slowly let your awareness come into the body where you feel your breath. Your natural breath. Maybe you can feel the expansion and contraction in your lungs, your abdomen. Maybe a tickle on your nose. How does it feel to breathe right now in this very moment? Can you be with the breath from the beginning of an inhale all the way to the end of an exhale? And then let your awareness expand to the body as a whole. Maybe there's some tension you detect. See if you can soften, release.
Coming back to your breath. That's your home base, a place to return to. Over and over as you go through your practice. Letting the breath deepen now, coming into three-part yogic breath. Drawing the inhale all the way into your belly. Let the belly expand between your thighs. Your chest expands. And again, feel that contraction as you exhale in your ribs. Drawing the belly button towards the spine. At the end of that exhale. And finding a rhythm what works for you, you can maintain throughout the practice. Inhale into the belly, side ribs and chest. Exhale completely. With the next inhale, walk your hands a little bit further away from you. Come onto the fingertips. And just draw your fingertips like claws into the mat and draw the shoulders back. Give yourself a good stretch. Inhale, lift the head up, walk the hands a little bit towards you, and then bring your right arm between that left hand and left knee and come down onto your right shoulder. Maybe the head comes down, and then walk the left fingertips away from you. Give yourself that first twist. Breath is still deep and rhythmic, three-part yogic breath. Maybe you're already in your Ujjayi pranayama, that ocean-sounding breath. Swirling the airflow in the back of the throat, making that breath audible to yourself. Inhale, slowly come back to center, and then exhale, other side. Thread the needle. Left arm between right hand and right knee. I come down onto my left shoulder. The head is coming down if the body allows it. Keep on expanding your belly. Give yourself a little bit of a belly massage here. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bow the head down. And then inhale, lift the head. Bring your knees together now. If you're in a seated position, come into child's position. And now just bring your arms alongside the body. Forehead releases as far to the ground as it can. You can work with a block here if you need to, with some props. I'm going to come into a little more movement now, timing that movement to our breath. So inhale, bring the torso up, draw the arms out to the sides, come all the way up, and exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, back into child. Two more. Inhale, reach high, look up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keep on timing that breath. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, back into child. Again, inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to the heart.
Following those hands, inhale, reach high. Exhale into child. Next time you're going to come up, you're going to come all the way up to kneeling. So inhale, lift your butt off the heels, come up to kneeling. Now exhale, tuck your toes and sit back onto your heels. Nice toe stretch. Inhale, come back up to kneeling. Exhale, top of the feet down, sit back in to child. Let's do it again. Inhale, come up to kneeling. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, tuck the toes and sit back. Inhale, come back up to kneeling. Reach high. Exhale, top of the feet down, child. Again, inhale, come up to kneeling. Exhale into the toe stretch, and we're going to stay for 3. Maybe leaning back a little bit. 2. This is not a comfortable position, but it's very good for your feet. And 1. Now inhale, come back to kneeling. Bring the hands to the hips. And then you're going to step that right foot forward. Right knee over the heel. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, hands to the heart. Interlace the fingers. Bring your hands behind your kneecap and then sink a little bit further down. And I can bring the top of the foot onto the floor. Feel that stretch, maybe even lifting a little bit up. For 2 and 1. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, step that right knee back. Tuck the toes, sit back. Inhale, back to kneeling. Exhale, child. Come right back up. Inhale. Exhale, toes stretch, sit back. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands to the hips. Shift the weight right. Step the left foot forward and sink down. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Interlace the fingers, hands behind the left kneecap. Draw that right hip forward, left hip back, and feel that nice stretch here in the quadriceps. Inhale, reach high. Hands to the heart. I step back, sit back into that toe stretch. Inhale into kneeling. Exhale, child. Again, inhale, come up. Exhale, toe stretch. Inhale, reach high, kneeling. Exhale, hands to the hips. Right foot steps forward. Draw the arms up. Hands to the heart. So I can stay here. Option 2, to lift that left knee high for Crescent Lunge. Interlace the fingers, draw the palms forward, and then draw the arms up. 4, 3, squeeze those inner thighs together, especially if you're having that left knee off the ground. 2 and 1. Exhale, draw the hands back to the hips. Left knee comes down, right knee steps back. Give myself a little toe stretch. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, child. Other side, inhale, reach. Back into kneeling. Exhale, tuck the toes, sit back. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands to the hips. I shift the weight right. Left knee comes forward. Nice stretch here. Reach. Hands to the heart center. Stay here. Option 1. Option 2. Lift that right knee off the floor. Push the heel back. Back of the knee high. Hands to the hips. I come back down. Left knee steps back. I sit back. Reach up. Hands to the heart. I'm going to stay here again for 3 breaths. Keep your eyes focused, your mind focused on the breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, child. Staying here for 3. 2. And 1. Draw the arms in front of you, extended child. And then look between the hands, tuck the toes, sit your butt back towards the heels again, and then lift your buttocks high. Draw your chest towards the thighs and straighten both legs. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Let your shoulder blades protrude upward. Hollow out your armpits. Press firmly into the hands and draw your legs back. The front of your thighs marry the back of your thighs. And the skin of your calves draws down towards the heels. 4, 2, and 1. Now lift the right leg high, 3-legged down dog, and then bring the right toes behind the left heel. Now bend that left heel, that left knee, and give yourself a good hamstring stretch on the right leg. 4, 3, keep on looking straight back. 2, and 1. Straighten the left leg, lift the right leg high, 3-legged down dog, exhale, right foot comes back down. Let's do the other side. Left leg lifts, 3-legged down dog, place the left toes behind the right heel, and then bend that right knee as much as you can. Keep on drawing your chest towards that right thigh, and feel into the opening of the left leg. 2, and 1. Straighten the right leg, left leg high, and then place the left foot next to the right, downward facing dog. Now with the next inhale, place the right foot just an inch forward. Let's keep on opening up the back of our legs. Left foot meets the right, hold. Take your time, left foot an inch, hold. My knees can be bent. Soften those knee joints. Right foot meets the left. Keep the head hanging heavy. You're looking straight back to the end of your mat. Right foot an inch forward. Hold. Left foot meets the right. And just keep on inching your way to the front of your mat. Take your time. Don't rush it. And keep on accommodating your body. And you come high on the fingertips. Until you are at the front of the mat, hanging heavy, sway a little bit from side to side. Let it all go. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Whatever you're still holding on to, let it roll over your shoulders now. And in slow motion, roll yourself up, one spinal disc at a time. Any issues with the lower back, just push up halfway and then roll the rest of the way up. Chin comes up last. I gather energy and I draw that energy to heart center, Samastiti. Check in how it feels to stand tall now. Connect through the soles of your feet with Mother Earth beneath you. Draw that energy up the legs, the spine. And then bring the big toes together, heels slightly separated. Chandra Namaskar, Moon Salute. Interlace the fingers, temple mudra, index fingers are pointing up. And then point the fingertips down in front of you towards the earth and then draw the arms up. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Press into the feet and draw yourself over to the right.
Push that left hip out to the left side and press firmly into that left foot. Inhale, come back to center. Reach high first before you go to the other side. Right foot is pressing down firmly as you reach your torso, your index fingers towards the left. Inhale, come back to center. Now exhale, step the right foot wide, goddess posture. So your toes point out to the sides, knees over the heels, pointing towards the pinky toe, and then arms into U position. Goddess Buddha posture. Have your elbows in line with your shoulders. Staying with that breath. And sinking the pelvis down. Really activating your thigh muscles. You don't want to have the buttocks sticking out behind you. Draw the tail down, straight down towards your mat. Staying with that breath. 4, 3. Come a little lower. Get a feel for your goddess, for the strength of your legs. 2 and 1. Inhale, straighten the legs. Bring the feet parallel. So the heels are behind the toes, arms into a T position. 5-pointed star. Feel those 5 points of energy. Fingertips are reaching, feet are pressing, crown of the head is reaching. Exhale, right hand to the right leg. Let the right hand slide down that right leg and left arm straight up. Not over to the right, just straight up. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, other side. Left hand slides down the side of the left leg and the right arm reaches up. If your neck allows it, look up past that right thumb towards the sky. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Halfway, jackknife, look straight down. And then bring the right hand to the left foot or leg. Left arm straight up. Inhale, come all the way back up. 5-pointed star. Exhale, halfway down. And then twist to the right, left hand to the right leg. Keep that left hip high so the hips stay square. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, back into goddess posture. Draw the heels inward, toes outward. Sit down into your goddess. You can always close the eyes, really connecting with the breath. Squeeze your shoulder blades a little bit together. 2 and 1. 5-pointed star. Feet parallel. Right foot to the left. Big step. Quarter turn. Back to the front of your mat. Interlace the fingers. Temple mudra. Index fingers are pointing. Reach to the right. Inhale. High into the sky. Reach to the left. Inhale. Come back to center. Second round. Hands to the heart. Chandra Namaskar. Just check in. What's the effects of the first round before we keep on going? Inhale. Interlace the fingers, come back. Again, nice side stretch. Come back to center, other side. Back to center, right foot steps wide. Goddess posture. And again, those U-shaped arms. So this time, I'm gonna add a little more. I'm gonna push the air out from between my arms. Hands and elbows come together. Push, push, push. And then I open up again. Again, push, 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 push. Push that air out. Feel that resistance in your arms as you bring your hands and elbows together. Keep on drawing the knees out to the pinky toe, sides of the foot. Last one. Push, 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 push. Come back to center. Straighten arms and legs, feet parallel, 5-pointed star, right hand to the right leg. Reach.
Inhale, come up, exhale, other side. Inhale, come up, exhale, halfway down, jackknife. Be strong here. Draw the lower belly in without restricting that breath. Twist to the left, right hand to the left foot or leg. Right hip high. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, other side. Twist to the right, left hand to the right leg or foot. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, heels inward, toes outward. Goddess posture, U-shaped arms. Staying with that breath. Now bring the arms into V position. And then lift the right heel off the floor. Come back to center. Left heel off the floor. Come back to center and just keep on going. Last 3, 2. Are you still with that breath? If not, take a break. Turn it down a notch. Now last and final, either you do the same what we just did, single, or lift both heels off the floor. 3, 2, 1. Heels down. 5-pointed star. Right foot to the left, quarter turn. Hands to the heart. Samastitihi. Let's go right back into the next round. Interlace the fingers. Temple mudra, side stretch. Back to center, right foot steps wide. Goddess posture, U-shaped arms. So keep the elbows high, that's important. As you draw the right elbow towards the right knee, come back to center, other side. Don't draw the right elbow down. Come down as a unit, your whole upper body. Keeping those elbows in line with the shoulders. A little more dynamic, but staying true to that breath. Now 3. Come back, straighten the legs, heels behind the toes, arms into a T, right hand to the right leg, left arm straight up. Inhale, come back to center, exhale, other side. Reach, inhale, come back up, exhale, halfway down, jackknife, strong in your core and back muscles, twist to the left, come all the way back up, and then halfway down, twist to the right. Inhale, come back up, exhale, goddess posture, heels inward, toes outward, arms into U-shape. Now bring your hands to your thighs, right behind your knees. Your thumbs are inside the knee. And then exhale, come into a twist. Draw the right shoulder back and look over that left shoulder behind you. 4, 3, 2, sit down into your goddess, and 1. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Drawing that left shoulder down, looking over that right shoulder behind you. Keep on drawing the knees out to the sides. Staying with that breath. Come right back to it. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, back into goddess. And then straighten arms and legs, 5-pointed star. Right foot to the left, quarter turn. Hands to the heart. Samastiti. Inhale. Interlace the fingers. Draw the arms up. Exhale. Side stretch to the right. Inhale back to center. Side stretch to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, goddess posture. Again, U-shaped arms. Stay with that breath. We're going to come into a twisting motion. You can keep the arms this way, or you can bring your opposite hand to the elbow, but relax your shoulders. And then keeping the hips square, just moving in the torso, right, left, right, left. Turn the head too. Keep your knees pointing out to your pinky toes. Three, two, and one. Exhale, release, 5-pointed star. Right hand to the right leg. Reach, give yourself that good stretch. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other side. Come back to center. Staying with that breath. Halfway down, jackknife. Now you're going to stay here for a moment. And then we're going to go into movement again. So I'm going to twist right. Come just halfway up. Twist left. Halfway up. Right. Left. Keep your hips square. Don't let that hip fall down. And then find a rhythm that works with your breath. You can do it slow, you can do it fast. 10. Breathe. Last 2. And 1. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, heels inward, toes outward. Goddess posture. Staying with that breath. Just find that breath. Maybe closing the eyes again for 3, sinking a little bit deeper. 2. And 1. Straighten the legs. 5-pointed star. Right foot to the left. Hands to heart center. Samastiti. Feel what's going on. Check in again. Preparing yourself for the last round of Chandra Namaskar, saluting to the moon, to that moon energy. Interlace the fingers, temple mudra, index fingers are pointing. Draw your arms up. And nice side stretch again. Back to center. Other side. Come back to center. Exhale, right foot steps wide. Goddess posture. Staying with that breath. Deep rhythmic breath. I'm going to work a little bit on our balance. So I'm going to look to the right. If you fall out, doesn't matter how it looks. We're going to look to the right, and I'm going to shift my weight into that right leg, and I'm lifting that left leg high. And then I'm coming back into goddess. Look to the left, reach with that left arm, shift the weight, lift that right leg high. Reach, come back. Look right, lift the left leg, reach, come back. Reach left, come back. Just going from side to side. Don't overthink it. Stay with that breath. Focus. Moving to the rhythm of your breath. Last 3 on each side. 2. Have some fun with it. Last 1. Heart rate comes up. Back into goddess. Back into 5-pointed star. Right hand slides down. Left arm reaches high. Come back to center. Other side. Find that breath. Control that inhale and exhale. Twist to the right. We're going to stay here now. Left hand to the left hip. Draw the right elbow down, left elbow high. And keep the right hip high. Nice straddle twist. Inhale. Come all the way back, 5-pointed star. And then do the other side. Come halfway down, twist to the right. Right hand to the leg or foot. Right hand to the right hip. I draw that left elbow down. Maybe if the neck allows it, looking up towards that right elbow, what points towards the sky. And again, lift that left hip. Keep on drawing yourself down. Weight is in your toes. One more deep breath here. Slow it down a little bit. Inhale, come back, 5-pointed star. And then heels inward, toes outward, back into goddess posture. Just draw the arms up. And now you're going to sit down into your goddess. So now it's okay to stick the butt back and drawing yourself down. Arms stay high, be strong. Focus your eyes. Frame your ears with those upper arms. 4, 5. Just breathe. You're getting strong here. Last 2. Draw the arms a little higher. And 1. Inhale, come back. 5-pointed star. Exhale, right foot to the left. Quarter turn. Hands to the heart. Samastitihi. Close your eyes. Feel the thumbs at heart center. Reminder that you're led by the heart, not by your mind or ego. Three. And 1. Inhale, reach high. This time swan dive, forward fold. Knees soft. Draw the belly button in a little bit as you exhale and draw yourself down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back. Plank position. Stay with that breath. So now I can bring my knees down, option 1, and then come on my forearms. Or I can come down from plank, right forearm down, left forearm down. Don't stick your butt up there. Draw it down, tuck the tail. Don't let the belly drop either. Push the heels back, forearm plank. 4, 5. Keep on focusing. Again, building up that strength. Now draw the heels to the right.
And come onto the outer edge and inner edge of your foot. Hold. If it's too much, take a break. Bring the knees down. Rest in child again until you caught up with that breath, and then you join in again. Inhale back to center. Exhale other side. Heels to the left. Inner edge of the right foot, outer edge of the left foot. Push through the shoulders. Forearms and hands. One last deep breath. Come back. And then start walking your toes towards your head, dolphin position. Let the head hang heavy. Again, look back towards the knees, your feet. No tension in the neck ever. Lift your sitting bones and tailbone high into the sky. The closer your feet towards the head, the more intense it becomes. Staying here for another 2 and 1. Again, you can stay here, option 1, if you want to do a little more. Shift the weight forward and then shift the weight back. So looking between the hands, shift the weight forward, shift the weight back. One last time, strengthening the shoulders. Forward and back. And again, up to you. You can push up from here into down dog, or you bring your knees down and then push up into down dog. Push, push, push. And here you are, downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Find that breath right away. Mosquitoes loving me here. 4, 2, and 1. Inhale. Right leg lifts. Exhale, right foot step through. Walk it forward. And then you can always bring the left heel down, up to you. You're coming up from here with the heel lifted, crescent lunge. Staying with that breath. So with the next inhale, I'm going to do a little bit of balancing work. So I'm going to shift the weight over that right leg, draw the left knee into the chest, and my hands to my hips as fists. Maybe you fall out, maybe not. Hold, and then you step back, crescent. Again, shift the weight, pump, and step back. Shift the weight, pump, step back. 3, 4, and 5. Hold it, draw it in, and exhale, release. Cartwheel. Right foot steps back, table or plank. We all drop the knees. Shoulders in front of the wrists. Maybe this is it, and you're just building up that strength here. Maybe you're coming halfway down. Elbow height, elbows tucked. Push up, and then push back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Left foot step through. Again, I can draw my heel down. Yogi's choice, coming up. Crescent Lunge or Warrior 1. Find your visual focal point about 8 feet in front of you on the floor. And then you're gonna, again, shift the weight forward into that left leg. Draw the right knee into the chest. Pump, hands to your hips. And then always slow motion, come back. The slower you are, the more control you need. So use as little momentum as you can. 4. Keep your eyes focused.
Last one, 5, stay in it. Draw the knee into the chest, and then come back. Cartwheel, left foot steps back, plank, knees down. Again, I bring the shoulders in front of the wrists, pump, push up, push back, down dog. Keep that breath going. Now, inhale, shift the weight forward, plank position. Option 1, you stay here. Option 2, you let your hips lower into a modified up dog. Don't want to feel that in my lower back. Keep your toes tucked here. And then exhale, strongly push back. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, shift the weight forward, plank position, and then slowly lower your hips so they're suspended over the earth into this modified up dog. Draw the back of the head down, back, and then push back. Lift that buttocks high. Last and final one. Inhale. Push up plank. Exhale. Modified up dog. Don't lock your elbows here. And come back. Strong core. 4, 3. Full expression of downward facing dog. 2 and 1. Shift the weight forward. And then you can always drop the knees, of course. Elbows tucked. Come all the way down onto your belly. Just rest for a moment. Right or left cheek onto the floor or forehead, onto the little cushion you form with your hands. Feel the heart pumping now. Feel that energy just soaring through the body. All that heat you created, that warmth, that fire ignited, burning away those patterns, physical, mental patterns, emotional patterns. And through that deep rhythmic breath, you keep the fire going. You keep on throwing moss into that fire. One more deep breath. Resting here, connecting. And then bring your forehead or chin onto the earth. The legs are about hip width apart, toes are pointing back. I'm pressing my pubic bone down. And then reach everything off the floor. Your legs, your arms, your torso. Now, draw the elbows back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Extend your arms forward. And then bring your arms behind you. Top of the hands. Touch your butt. And then you bring the arms forward again. Squeeze, shoulder blade squeeze. Extend the arms. Draw the arms all the way back. Top of the hand touch. And come forward. Squeeze. And come back with your hands. 4, 3. Stay strong. Keep on pointing the toes back. Nice long legs. 2 and 3. Again, little cushion, maybe the other cheek onto the cushion. Let it go. Inhale through the nose, big exhale through the mouth, cleansing breath. Releasing excess energy. And you can do that as often as you like, whenever you like, not just on the mat. Come back to 3-part breath. Come back to your intention for today's practice. To that reason why you showed up here on the mat today. And then bring the hands underneath the shoulders and push right back into child. Your favorite position of child. Extend it with the arms forward or next to you. Closing the eyes, checking in again. What shifted since the beginning of the practice? What stayed the same? Observing with no judgment. Just be totally open to what is. Giving everything a lot of space. And then inhale. Walk the hands back towards you. Come into a diamond seat. If you want to go a little further, bring the hands behind you. Your knees have to be comfortable here. And if you want to go even further here, drawing the shoulder blades together, lifting the sternum, lifting the gaze, and then lifting your hips off the heels. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back down. We're going to come onto our seat any way you want to. I offer to cross the ankles and roll over the ankles back, extending the legs. Bring the right knee into the chest. Bring the right knee out to the right side. Chandra Namaskara, head to knee posture. Always expose your sitting bones. Pull the cushions to the side. And then just lean forward. Reach forward. I can grab my leg. I can grab my foot, drawing the toes back. They are very engaged, my toes and my foot. Reach your sternum towards the foot. Look way past that left foot here. And with every exhale, I draw my lower belly in. I'm lifting my belly over that imaginary cushion in front of me. So inhale, I let my belly expand. Exhale, I draw the lower belly in and up. And then when it doesn't go any further, just let the forehead come towards the knee. Don't worry how far you can come forward. It has no meaning at all. Just keep on reaching the crown towards that left foot. Relax the shoulders. 4, 3, keep the shoulders connected. 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly come up all the way. Now, see if that's possible. If not, just wait for me for a second. I show you a different option. So I'm going to lean back into Navasana Boat, but keeping my right foot on the left inner thigh. Option 1. Option 2, knees together, heels and knees in line. I can always hold here too if it's too much. Lift your sternum up a little bit. So you're either here or in the other boat variation. For 5, keep on looking up, reaching up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly come back down. Extend the right leg. Draw the left knee into the chest. And draw that left sole of the foot to the right inner thigh. I'm never locking my knee. There's always a slight bend in my knee. I draw my toes towards my head. I'm reaching high. And sometimes it's okay to just bring my hands behind me and working on staying on top of my sitting bones. I don't have to come forward. If I'm all the way back here, then I'm working on just staying on top of my sitting bones. And that's the great thing about yoga. There's always options what work for your body and your needs. If I want to come forward, I'm reaching forward, I'm holding myself wherever I can. Nice straight back. I'm reaching the sternum. I'm not rounding. Don't worry how far you can come down. It's always a forward fold, not a downward fold. Remember that. And keep on breathing deeply. Drawing that lower belly in again as you come further down on the exhale. Inhale, I lengthen and expand. Exhale. I reach a little further down and forward. When I can't go any further, then I release my head, forehead towards the knee. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Keep them connected again. For 3, Chandra Namaskara, head to knee posture. Inhale, slowly come back up. And here again, different options. I can keep my left sole of foot connected with my right inner thigh. And of course, I can have my hands behind me at first, working with it. Lots going on here in that boat. I can also have my knees together in my chest, heels and knees in line. I can hold here, can straighten both legs. Up to you. Just really engage your abdominal muscles. Imagine you're expecting that blow. So you're also engaging those deeper layers of abdominal muscles. Shoulders back, lift the sternum, lift the gaze. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back down. And then extend the left leg and just shake it out for a moment. Bring your arms in front. Fists, little bun walk forward. I lift the left heel, push the left fist forward. Right heel, push the right fist forward. And bun walking all the way to the end of my mat. Soles of the feet on the ground. Inhale, reach, draw the shoulders back. And exhale, round. A few cat and cow tilts before we come all the way down. Inhale, come up. And exhale, down. Rounding. Inhale, arching. And then exhale, stay rounded. Try to keep the soles of the feet on the ground. Have enough space to lower your torso down. And then slow motion. One last time, really engaging that core. Breathing the whole way. Stay where it gets really hard. Breathe. And then come all the way down and back. Give yourself a good stretch. Bring the soles of the feet on the floor. Heels by your tush. Knees and feet about hip width apart. Tuck the tail. Let's stretch out our quads and our abdominal muscles with Seto Bandhasan bridge. Inhale, tuck that tail, press into the inner edges of the feet and roll yourself all the way up. And then exhale, come halfway down and push back up. One more, halfway down and then push back up and stay up there. Tuck your shoulder blades under, maybe interlacing the fingers and drawing the knuckles towards the heels. Release your tush and press firmly into the inner feet, engaging your inner thighs for 3, 2, and 1. Release the arms, come high on tippy toes, and then roll all the way down, nice and slow. Upper back, midsection of the back, lower back. And then your hips, and lastly your heels. Bring your arms one last time in a U position, cactus arms.
And then place the left foot outside the mat, knees to the right, head rolls left, breathing deeply. Now really cooling everything down to prepare for Shavasana, for our end relaxation. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left foot steps back onto the mat, right foot steps outside the mat. Keep the feet parallel as you draw the knees to the left, head rolls right. Inhale back to center. Right foot steps back onto the mat. Just bring the soles of the feet together into Baddha Konasana, bound angle. Relaxing, releasing. A few more deep breaths into that open pelvis. Lots of space to breathe into. Utilize that space. Then bring your left hand to the belly, right hand to your heart center. Inhale, deep inhale, and hold the breath. Right into the belly. And then inhale again into the chest and hold the breath. And then inhale again all the way to the crown of the head. Hold the breath. Let that pressure build up a little bit. Relax your facial muscles and then let it go through the mouth. Exhale. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale into the belly, hold. Inhale into the chest, hold. Inhale all the way to the crown. Hold that breath. Relax. And exhale, release through the mouth. Last one. Inhale into the belly, hold. Inhale into the chest, hold. Inhale all the way to the crown and hold as long as you can before you release and relax into Shavasana for final relaxation, extending the legs, letting the toes fall out to the sides, the legs, tucking the shoulder blades under a little bit to open up your heart. And then letting the body become quiet, still. Surrendering all control over your breath, over the physical body, over your mental body, into the stillness of Shavasana. Let the jaw relax, your facial muscles. Let the cheeks feel hollow beneath the cheekbones. Your fingers curl naturally as the hands relax. Your arms and legs feel longer and longer, as well as heavier. Let those big muscles of your thighs and trunk, back, move away from the bones.
And then let the bones themselves feel heavy, sinking down into the earth. The abdominal organs nestle gently back into the body. Savor the silence as you rest in peace. Shavasana. As always, you can stay as long in Shavasana and relaxation as you can and like. Otherwise, wiggle your fingertips and toes softly, circle wrists and ankle joints, and invite movement, life back into the body. Pumping, maybe shaking it out a little bit before you bring your arms overhead, your legs together, stretch, letting out any sound what came up. During end relaxation. Throw your knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And then roll over to your favorite side. Extend the lower arm so your head can rest on it. The palm of the other hand in connection with the earth. And draw that steadfastness, that fearlessness of the earth, that energy right into your heart. And then push up. Into a comfortable seat. Hands together. And once you're up here, just bow the head down right away in gratitude, as we always do. Call up what you're grateful for in your life. And before I release you, I'm going to share with you a quote of Pema Chödrön. She's an American Buddhist nun and teacher, and she sends out a weekly quote called The Heart Advice. And this one she titled Suffering and Happiness. We look for happiness in all the wrong places. The Buddha called this habit mistaking suffering for happiness. We become habituated to reaching for something to ease the edginess of the moment. Thus, we become less and less able to reside with even the most fleeting uneasiness or discomfort. What begins as a slight shift of energy, a minor tightening of our stomach, a vague, indefinable feeling that something bad is about to happen, escalates into addiction. This is our way of trying to make life predictable. Because we mistake what always results in suffering to be what will bring us happiness, we remain stuck in the repetitious habit of escalating our dissatisfaction. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of truth, of peace, and of light. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste.